All right, it's 6 o'clock. I'm heading out a few minutes. Going to a state-owned lake that allows free camping. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm going to go to the town of Nash, provision up, head that way, and just see what happens. Should be exciting. Well, now all of a sudden there's a 60% chance of rain. As I was rolling out, has me thinking a little bit. It goes 60%, next hour is 45%, and then 45%, and then 10%. So it's very likely that this is just going to blow through. 66 miles is not a big deal as long as I have dry roads and I'm not on dirt roads. And I know I'm not on dirt roads, at least maybe not right until I get to the lake. So I think I might give it 30 minutes just to see what happens here. If it turns out that I'm delayed by an hour or so, I mean, I've already proven to myself that I can travel that distance with extreme rain issues, even being held up over 3 hours at that one location. So plus when I'm camping, you know, I just got to get there in enough time for there to be some light, and the weather is actually dropping, so temperature-wise, so I'm not gonna be running into any crazy hydration challenges. So I just want to make sure that I'm arriving at a minimum by, say, 4 p.m. so I can get everything set up and get cleaned up before it starts getting dark. Yeah, it's raining. Well, it's raining. I was all ready to go, but at least I haven't checked out, so I'll camp out here for a little while, make sure that I'm not out there immediately soaking wet and miserable before I get out there. It's one thing to be a couple miles down the road and this crazy stuff hits, but you don't want to leave the hotel. That's just, I mean, I'm at least smart enough not to do that. Yeah, that's rain. That's quite good rain, actually. I didn't take off. All right, just a little bit of drizzle, but I think it's past, and I want to get this day done. Now, 1 foot's wet right out of the gate. The Trans-American Trail says to take Highway 96, but in the footnotes, they don't boast that it's a great road. So it's probably similar to the roads I've been on, but I'm sure it won't be anywhere near as busy as 281. That was a tough stretch between Pratt and here. 10 miles done, 56 to go. Roads are probably 85% dry. It's not a bad ride. And just get rolling on it. Temperature seems really nice and cool, so I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. One of the things I've been looking for going through Kansas is that ocean of wheat. That's as far as the eye can see. It looks like I'm a little bit late for that. I have a feeling this would have been it, or one of them. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm at the town. I'm loaded up. My bike is severely loaded up. I mean, everything is full. That's probably a bad shot, but I'm just too damn tired. So I'm only bringing a gallon of water, but I'm bringing 4 big 28-ounce things of Powerade. And it's not the diet stuff, it's the full juicy, sugary stuff. I figure with this type of heat, because it's pretty hot, I'm gonna need it. I also have my water bottles full, and there's dirt roads, and I think it's that sandy crap, so it looks like it's going to be probably 4 miles of it, but it's, you know, everything looks good on paper until you show up, and then you get all these great surprises. So I guess we'll see what happens. The thing about it is I know that leaving while the roads are wet, riding on a road that has semis on it or other vehicles on it, for most people would say that is not even close to safe. You're just asking for trouble. And I guess my response is, I hope not. Other people have done this before me. Granted, it's not the safest thing that you can do. And there are certainly situations where I acknowledge that it is absolutely not safe. Like getting a head start when the roads are wet on a road where semis travel or other vehicles travel. But the thing is that if you want to be really safe, well, then you stay at the hotel, you wait for the roads to completely dry, you jump in your car with airbags, and you end up in Denver before the end of the day is over. And that's just not the experience I'm going for, even though there is an element, a slight element of danger in this. Can you tell there's a lake 2 miles ahead? Hopefully an oasis, because that's where I'm staying tonight. Okay, so this is home for a night. A quick tour. Sorry about the noise. It's very, very windy, which works to my advantage. It's 91, but it feels like 96. And this is the flat terrain. This is it. That, by the way, is, you know, essentially a toilet. But this over here is where I am going to actually camp. I've got that little covered area with a bench. I have a bike here. I pulled out all my stuff. I set up the tent. I haven't put the rain cover on it because I want to get as much wind through it. And I tried to set it up to where it's 4:30, so the shade's going to keep walking towards the tent. So I tried to set it up there. That way, you know, by 5:30, 6 o'clock, unless the shade misses it, that little corner there. Unless it misses it, then at least it should start cooling down. Then I can kind of start filling it up with different things. But there's really not much of a lake here. It's really very tiny. But there's actually a boat ramp, believe it or not. So I'm actually going to go to the boat ramp, and I'm going to go clean up, just soap up, and it is what it is. That's the deal. And I got my nice little bench here. Problem with the bench is the sun's going to start walking right in this direction. You know, I wish they would have designed this to have the sun, but I guess they wanted to have the view of the magnificent lake. That's why they set it up this way. Yeah, this is fine. This is the experience I wanted. So I think the wind, quite frankly, is going to save me. And even though they say it feels like 96, it feels pretty dry to me. So I'm cool with that. Man, I totally missed the path of the sun. It's 6:20, and looks like the sun is going to set and the shade's going to walk in that direction instead of that direction. I don't want to move it though. I guess maybe I could, but I don't know, 2 hours it won't matter. Hope they're not piranha. What the hell?